Good day, everyone. We are the Group 1 and we will discuss about the learners who are gifted and talented.
Learners are gifted and talented are the students with higher abilities than average and are often referred to as the gifted students. This group refers to students whose talents, abilities, and potentials are developmentally advanced. They require special provisions to meet their educational needs, thus presenting a unique challenge to teachers. They often finish tasks ahead and might ask for more creative tasks or exercises. Exciting and energizing activities should be provided to continuously keep them motivated. And this group includes students with exceptional abilities from all socioeconomic, ethnic, and cultural populations. The difference between gifted and talented students are the term giftedness refers to students with extraordinary abilities in various academic areas. However, talent focuses on students with extraordinary abilities in a specific area. So pag sinabi natin gifted students, either sila na yung may mga exceptional skills, potentials, talents, and abilities na naturally inborn na. Pwede siyang heredity or namana niya sa mga parents niya. Isang example dito is si Nicolay Cauca na na-feature sa Eyewitness ni Sandra Aguinaldo. He is an 8-year-old boy, currently studying grade 3 student. Pero yung utak niya, hindi siya pang elementary kasi pumapasok siya sa UP Diliman College and nagtitake siya ng math classes. So, bata pa lang siya and elementary student pa lang siya pero tinuturing na siyang math genius sa kanilang klase. So, masasabi natin gifted siya kasi naturally inborn yung kanyang ability sa when it comes to solving problems and critical thinking in mathematics subject. Meanwhile, sa talented students naman, ito yung dinedevelop pa nila or yung kanilang abilities and potentials are um, in progressing or dinedevelop, pwedeng ma-develop. Isang example dito is si Marco Tinamisan na na-feature din siya sa Eyewitness ni Cara David and he is a boy with disability. So, putol yung dalawang paa niya at saka yung kaliwang kamay niya. Pero, hindi yun naging hadlang para maging isa siyang amateur swimmer na nanalo rin sa iba't ibang competition sa kanilang province. So, yung mga nabanggit ko, patunay lang sila ng mga students na whether you are gifted or talented, you will always be encouraged and acknowledged by professors, by educators, to improve your abilities and to cater you um, by the strategies or method na nababagay sa abilities mo.
There is also another way to look into giftedness which is conceptualized by Gardner in 1993. According to him, intelligence is multifaceted. The recent work of Howard Gardner has challenged our traditional view of giftedness as one overriding mental ability by suggesting that intelligence is a series of special abilities. He has proposed a list of 8 distinct and separate abilities called multiple intelligences that need specific educational attention. These are the linguistic, logical mathematical, musical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalist.
To identify talented and gifted students, one must do the following. First is locate the student's domain of giftedness, describe the student's level of giftedness. Next is describe the student's fields of talent. So, next is learning characteristic. So, learning characteristic is not all learners will exhibit the learner characteristic listed below. However, these are the common manifestation of the gifted and talented learners. So, here are a few ideas about the characteristic of learning. So, the first is high level of intellectual curiosity. Is a person's willingness and desire to learn new things and dig deeper than a surface. Second is read affectedly mean reading something with a determination to understand and evaluate it for its relevance to your needs. And the next is high degree of task commitment. Is motivation turned into action. The next is keen power of perception, is the ability to see things others might not. And the next is highly verbal. Highly verbal should be glib of tongue, quick to pick up nuances in the language, and generally alert to information conveyed by either written or oral speech.
Gets bored easily. Others believe that any youngster who excels particularly in any field in compared to their peers is talented. However, regardless of the description, exceptional students are more quickly bored and restless. because their brain requires more stimulation than any youngsters. Excited about learning new concept. Gifted learners experience more emotion in life than the normal individual. They are very passionate about something that interests them and may hold that for a long period of time. Behavior can somehow appears obsessive compulsive. Independence in learning. Gifted learners often create and invent beyond assigned task alone, which separate them from the other students who can work only when in groups and dependent when it comes to learning and studying. Strong, well-developed imagination. The study's most significant findings was that the gifted students are 29% more likely to be imaginative than non-gifted students. Looking for new ways to do things. Gifted learners perceive more options. It could be choosing one activity over another, asking for something, or disagreeing with you. Give uncommon responses to common questions. Talented students somehow crosses boundaries and somehow resist limitation and narrowly focus content.
Factors that contribute to giftedness and talents. Heredity and environment. Francis Galton, in a study of outstanding Englishmen, conclude that extraordinary ability ran in a families and was genetic in origin. Research on twins and on adopt children and their biological parents support a heredity component of giftedness. Gender. Gender differences and achievements for gifted students appear to the center on differential expectation from society and difference in self-perception that limits girls' intellectual performance. And the last, social and emotional development. Conflicting views and have been expressed regarding the social and emotional adjustment of gifted students. One view suggests that gifted students are more at risk of adjustment problems, while the other suggests that gifted students are better adjust.
So now let's go to the several different teaching strategies for gifted and talented students. One strategy is to group gifted and talented students together. Too often, they are used as peer tutors to help lower level students. Second is teachers should consider allowing learners to set their own goals. This will make them invested in their goals, interests, surveys. Number three is find out what they like and then create lessons and activities based off of their interests. Number four is gifted and talented students will usually finish their assignments before the rest of the class. So teachers need to have assignments ready for them when finished because otherwise they may act out. Number five, an inquiry-based approach is a model that will stimulate the student's mind. This is a form of active learning when students are given an intriguing questions. Number six, something overlooked is simply making learning fun. Education frameworks for teaching gifted students center around engagement and fun activities. Number seven, 20% time is about setting aside 20% of students' time for them to work on their own interests and projects where they can innovate. Number eight, teachers should offer choice in assignments. In this way, gifted and talented students feel empowered as well as feeling like they have a voice. Number nine, research shows that project-based learning models benefit high-performing and gifted and talented students. Try offering these students leadership roles in projects.
Freedom to move about is an accommodation often made for the students because being stuck in their desk is something that most students hate. Next is many reading materials. Many gifted students are excellent readers and enjoy reading. Next is encourage tech usage. So these children are often very good with technology, so encourage them to use it with their academics. Next is avoid rote learning, which is memorization and repetition strategy. So next is challenging assessments. Gifted and talented learners desire to have challenging tests. Next, differentiated curriculum, because these students are at a higher level than other students. And next is academic risk-taking. Gifted and talented children need to take risks. Studies show that they lack grit because everything comes easy to them. And next is don't single out students. These children are often bullied because of their academic abilities, so don't single them out. And lastly, use gamification approach to the classroom where students can compete academically. General education adaptations. Learners who are gifted and talented usually get bored since they master the concepts taught in classes. And one thing that is common among gifted students is that they are very inquisitive, and fulfilling their instructional needs may be a challenging task.